Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Warren Field in Brookline. And we are very pleased and proud to bring you the 5th annual Nate Pop Showstack Major A All-Star Game. Hello, everybody. My name is John Leahy. I'm joined by Bob Dowling, who is a parent of one of the players on this team. And Bob, this is a tradition that was started in Pop Showstack. He's been doing this thing for a long, long time.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He was around here last year when I first started coaching, and he's just a legend in the community. I mean, in the baseball community. People love him.
Can you ask everyone if we're ready?
And,
Ready?
yeah.
Okay, we're going to give you the lineups as we go along here. Everybody will get a chance to play in this ball game. The American League will be batting first. It'll be Jordan Dowling leading off, and he plays for the Orioles. And that is a team. We do not have monitor. We do not have the monitor here. Jordan Dowling will be leading off.
Yeah,
Yes, we're going to do the first pitch, and Mr. Showstack will throw out the first pitch, and it's quite an honor for him, I'm sure.
I'm sure it is, and he told me he's got a legendary drop ball at this point, so we'll just have to see.
And, of course, Nathan Pop Showstack is the father of our producer and director, Arlen Showstack, who coaches the Orioles in this league. And he wants the catcher to come a little bit closer. Nice job. Nathan Pop Showstack, over 30 years coaching in this league, and it's got to be a big thrill for him to be out here.
I think so, and he's been an inspiration, and was thrilled last year when Arlen won the championship in the league. He showed up to almost every game, actually.
All right.
Yeah.
Nate Pop Showstack. Jordan Dowling will be leading off the American League, and you're a little biased here. This is your son leading off.
Yeah, this is my son. He's probably, though, one of the fastest kids in the league, if not the fastest. If he makes contact, it'll be interesting.
We're going to take a look at the lineup when we have a minute here. Jordan Dowling leading off, Sam Fishman batting second, Barnabas Firth third, Drew Levy cleanup, Denny Jennis number 5, Michael Devlin hitting 6th, Will Reich hitting 7th, Jacob Ebbs batting 8th, Alex Sebahar batting 9th, Sam McQuillan batting 10th, Thomas Cope hitting 11th, and batting 12th will be Jacob Ebbs. The pitcher for the National League, we'll get you the defensive alignment too when we have a minute. Pitching will be Jack Drew from the Pirates. Pitch is down low.
Yeah, they're going to have to throw strikes to Jordan. He doesn't swing at a lot of bad pitches. If he makes a lot of contact, he's a threat to get on. There he goes.
A swing and a miss. This is a 6-inning ball game, and everybody who's in the lineup will get a chance to play. Pitch missed outside. All 3 teams in the National League have representatives. The Pirates, Cardinals, and Dodgers make up the National League. The Orioles, Tigers, and Red Sox make up the American League. Jordan Dowling thought that was a strike, but it was over but low.
Yeah, he's looking a little too close, but he likes to swing at good pitches, so we'll see what this one comes.
Here's the pitch from Drew, hit on the ground, down to shortstop. Clean pickup, and the throw is made. Shortstop Nick Doyle making the play over to Woody Bryson.
Nice pickup by Woody.
And that's the first out here in the top of the first inning. That'll bring Michael Devlin to the plate. He plays for the Tigers.
Michael!
Right-handed swinger.
Good eye, Michael!
Pitch missed outside, ball 1. Let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the National League here in this first inning. After this pitch, popped high in the air off to the right side, and it's going to be out of play. Here in the first inning, the National League will have Eric Pfeiffer in left, Andrew Colgan in center, David Small in right. Mark Hetnick is the third baseman, Nick Doyle at short, Connor Johnson at second, Woody Bryson at first, Billy Sellers catching, and Jack Drew is the pitcher. Pitch is over on the outside corner.
Let's go, Michael! Let's go, Michael!
Drew, a right-hander, into the windup. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
He helped the pitcher on that one.
Devlin went fishing for that one.
Certainly did.
We have 2 men out here in the top half of the first inning. That'll bring Sean Domino to the plate. He's a member of the Red Sox. Right-handed swinger.
Good contact hitter, this guy.
Nice pitch. Our producer, Arlen Shostak, 29 years coaching in this league. He's never left the Orioles. Over his head.
And the Orioles are the reigning champions. He's the champion coach of last year.
Now, they drew a bye with the Pirates, I believe.
They drew a bye, and if they get their pitching together, I think he'll have a second championship, followed right up with last year's unbelievable championship. It was a fabulous year. He coached a great year.
Pitch bounces in front of the plate.
Come on, Sean. You're on TV.
And the good thing about this league, Bob, is that all teams make the playoffs. Everybody gets a chance to play in the postseason.
Correct. And the teams with the 2 best records get a bye, and then the other ones got to play their way into the championship rounds.
High fly ball out to right field, and a nice catch made out there by the right fielder, David Small. And that is the end of the first inning. The American League goes down in order. No runs, no hits, and nobody left. And we've played half an inning here of the Brookline Youth All-Star Game, and we have no score.
The interesting thing with this year's teams, they're all right in it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, for the National League, let's give you their batting order. Billy Sellers will be leading off. He is the catcher. We're going to get that up on our graphic screen before we get going. All right, let's go through the batting order verbally here. Billy Sellers leading off. He's catching. Eric Pfeiffer is batting second. He's in left field. Mark Hetnick is at third base, batting third. Jack Drew is the pitcher, batting fourth. Connor Johnson at second base, batting fifth. Nick Doyle is the shortstop, batting sixth.
Aye.
Woody Bryson at first base, batting seventh. Andrew Colgan in center field, batting eighth. David Small is the right fielder, batting ninth. We'll also take a look at the American League defensive lineup. And we'll get that for you in just a moment. The American League will have Firth in left, Ebbs in center, Cope in right, McQuillan at third, Levy is the shortstop. Levy, is the shortstop. Danny Jennis is at second base. Will Reich at first base. Sam Reish at first base. Sam Fishman is catching, and Alex Sabahar is on the mound. Okay, so what are the age groups here, Bob? What age groups are we looking at here?
We're looking at 11 and 12-year-olds. The 12-year-olds, for the most part, have been in the league for 2 years. There's a couple 11-year-olds. It's their first year up, and they made the All-Star team. I know.
Are they representative of middle schools around Brookline, or is it all?
They're all middle school kids all around Brookline. It's a totally Brookline city league, and then of course they have a traveling team, which they pick certain players from each team to play in the traveling team.
All right. Well, there's no loss in competitiveness. The American League not scoring in the top of the first. The National League leading off here. It'll be Billy Sellers from the Pirates leading off.
It's an interesting strike zone in the first inning.
Got nothing on you. Nothing on
Billy Sellers, a right-handed hitter. Small frame young man. And here's the first pitch, and it is popped high in the air. Third baseman has a bead on it. Catch is made. Sellers pops up to third base. That play was made by Sam McQuillan. That'll bring up the left fielder, Eric Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer, a right-handed hitter. Plays for the Dodgers. There's a bunt, and it's a foul ball. One strike to Eric Pfeiffer.
This pitcher throws a lot of strikes, so it'll be interesting, the infield play.
I need this. The One strike pitch is a strike called on the corner. 0-2. Alex Sabahar delivered.
There you
It's
go.
popped high in the air off to the left side.
Ooh.
Third baseman and catcher converging. These kids leave it on the field, don't they?
Yeah, and that's catcher Sam Fishman is a very aggressive, very heads-up ball player. Mask off down the sideline, makes the best effort possible for the play.
Eric Pfeiffer playing for the Dodgers in the National League of this league. Pitch is up high. Had a notion to go after it, laid off. Beautiful day for baseball here in Brookline.
Yeah, they were talking about rain coming in. I don't see that happening anytime soon. Oops.
Fastball is low and away.
Get in there. Go, Alex.
Alex Sabahar, a member of the Red Sox. Into the line. There's a hot smash in the left field for a base hit. Rounding first, going for two, and he should make it easily, and he does. Stand-up double for Eric Pfeiffer.
Nice play by Barnabas out in left field. Nice pickup, nice throw. What's that?
Here's Mark Hetnick, the third baseman. Pitches outside, ball one. Hetnick is a member of the Cardinals, left-handed swinging third baseman.
Good contact hitter, Hetnick.
Here's the pitch from Sabahar, and it's low and inside for a ball. Hetnick with the Cardinals. Dave Branda is the coach, along with Joe Vieira and Chuck Bryson. We'll be telling you all the coaches as we go along. Pitch jackknifes him. Back. Just one umpire here tonight. Just working the plate. He's covering everything.
It's a tough thing to do from behind the plate, especially on the calls in the second base bag.
Here's the pitch. Right down the middle. And Pfeiffer bluffing, going to third.
Be interesting to see if a ball's hitting the outfield. They try to score him.
Yeah, test the outfielder's arms.
Yeah, a couple of them have really good arms too, so it'll be real interesting.
Hit on the ground to second. They'll get the easy out at first, and the runner advances to third. Pfeiffer goes to third. Hetnick is out 4-3. That'll bring up the number 4 hitter, Jack Drew, the pitcher.
Yeah, Jack Drew is a power hitter who can hit home runs, so if he gets one up high and soft, it could be problems here.
Here's the pitch, and
Nice.
it is outside, ball one. Pirates are coached by Bob Colgan. John Larkin and Bruce Jacobs also coach on that team. Sabahar with the pitch, and it is outside but low. Here's the pitch from Sabahar, and it's fouled at the plate. Looks like he got that off his right foot.
Yeah.
National League batting. They have a runner at third with 2 men out. Eric Pfeiffer hit a double. Here's the pitch from Sabahar, and it is fouled back. Sabahar taking a little off that pitch.
Yeah.
And he's spotting the pitch well.
Well, Jack just missed those last 2 pitches. Little deception there by Alex.
Here's the pitch. Hit him in the upper thigh. That had to smart a little bit, Bob.
That doesn't taste good.
So Jack Drew hit by a pitch, and he will limp down to first. The National League has runners at the corners, and that'll bring Connor Johnson to the plate. Connor Johnson of the Dodgers. Here's the pitch from Sabahar. It's a line drive in a left field for a base hit. Ball is bobbled, but nobody will advance a base. Connor Johnson with an RBI single, and the National League draws first blood. It's 1-0.
Well, she got a hit, just looped right in over the shortstop's head.
Looks like he got it right off the end of the bat. Just looped it over the shortstop's head.
Seeing eye special. There's nothing anybody could do about that.
Here's Nick Doyle from the Pirates. Nick Doyle, a shortstop in the first inning. Here's the pitch. Off speed, swing and a miss. 0-1. Nick Doyle, a right-handed swinger. National League with runners at first and second. Off-speed hit on the ground of shortstop, and they have the force play at third, and that will retire the side. It goes from 6-5, and that will end the inning. For the National League, in the first inning, 1 run on 2 hits, and 2 men left. And at the end of 1 inning here at the Brookline Youth All-Star Game, it is the National League 1 and the American League 0. We will return with inning number 2 in a moment, and you're watching this special presentation on Comcast.
Be a hero every day. You can make a difference in the Coast Guard. Jobs that matter. Search and rescue, saving lives. You're answering the call. It's a job that matters, where you can do it all. Coast Guard. Jobs that matter. Imagine what it feels like. Join the United States Coast Guard or the Coast Guard Reserve. Stop drugs, save lives, protect the environment. Be a hero every day. Imagine what it feels like. You can do it all. Call toll-free 1-877-NOW-USCG. The Coast Guard. Jobs that matter. Coast Guard. Jobs that matter.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Brookline Youth All-Star Game. We go to the top of the second inning. There's your line score, 1-2-0 for the National League. 0 across for the American League. And coming into pitch for the Nationals is Mark Hetnick from the Cardinals. We have a brand new defensive alignment for you. The American League went down very quietly in the top of the first inning. No runs. Okay, we'll verbally do the defensive alignment for you. We won't be able to show it up on screen, but for the National League in the field in this inning, it's going to be Doyle in left, Johnson in center, and they'll have Pilgrim in right field. The infield, Pfeiffer at third, Small at shortstop, Segan at second, James Poss will be at first base. The catcher will be, let's see, Billy Sellers. And, of course, Mark Hetnick pitching for the National League.
That last inning, the play that Levy made at shortstop was quick hands. You see the ball come up? It was a nice play.
It was a tough play, that last grounder. Bobbled a little bit, but had the presence of mind to get the force play at third base.
He made the long throw, made a good play.
Leading off for the American League here in the second inning will be Alex Sabahar.
Just like in the Derby.
Alex Sabahar, starting pitcher for the American League today. Here's the pitch from Hetnick, and it is inside, ball one.
I think this is the kid that won the home run derby.
Right,
today.
Okay, good point. We had a home run derby before the ball game. A lot of good talent out there. High for a ball.
I believe he hit 4 out to win it. 4 or 5. He hit a lot of them.
Interesting observation. Billy Sellers catching for the National League. He's a left-handed catcher.
Yeah, that's interesting.
You don't see that too often.
Yeah, not very often at all.
Pitch misses inside. Sabahar will be followed by Will Reek and Sam Fishman.
It must present a little bit of a problem when they try to steal, and a lot of right-handed batters up. The left-handed catcher's got to throw. He's got to step around the batter.
Right. All right, so we have a base on balls for Sabahar. That's the first base runner for the American League today. And Will Reich is the batter.
Okay, so now they get to the power. This is the power alley of this team. Okay. These guys coming up.
Pitch missed outside, ball one. Nice stab by Sellers. Will Reich plays for the Tigers in this league. Left-handed swinger. American League with their first base runner of the night. Here's the pitch, missed outside.
Let's go, Will!
We'll see what kind of an arm Sellers has if they decide to run on him, Bob.
We'll find out soon enough.
Here's the pitch, and it's fouled back.
I'm not quite sure they're going to run other than a pass ball at this predicament that they're in. There's not too much speed at first base, and this is a pretty good hitter.
So everybody will get to play in this game, and that's great for the kids. Pitch missed outside. Runner goes. Sellers the throw, and he's in with a stolen base. So we predicted he might run on Sellers, the left-handed catcher, and he's in.
Yeah, and he would have been out if
the ball had been handled cleanly.
The ball was there before the runner, but.
So we have a runner at second now with nobody out. American League has the tying run in scoring position. Pop fouled off to the left. Out of play. Caught by dropped by a fan over there.
Hednick's throwing the ball with a little speed on it. It's not going to be too easy to pull a ball against him. Have you noticed how he's throwing it pretty good? His control's a little suspect at this point, but he's got a little speed going there.
And he's locating the ball well.
Yeah, to the outside. They're not going to pull the ball, I don't think. So let's see what happens here.
And here's the pitch.
That's mine. You can use it.
Outside ball 4. We have Pop Shostak coaching first base. And look at him out there. He is unbelievable. Nathan Pop Shostak. Father of our director and producer, Arnold Shostak. Nate Pop Shostak. That'll bring Sam Fishman to the plate. Sam Fishman takes the ball inside, 1-0.
This is a very, very aggressive hitter. He's got a healthy bat.
Sam Fishman, a member of the Orioles.
Nice.
Swing and a miss. Our producer today, Arnold Shostak, is one of the coaches of the Orioles.
Yeah.
So he is
champion Orioles.
Right. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 2 on. Nobody out. Pitch is popped high in the air. Sellers makes the catch in fair territory. Fishman got that right off the end of the bat there, Bob. Here's Drew Levy.
Drew Levy is typically a very selective hitter with some power.
Nice job by Sellers to stab that.
He'll take a lot of pitches.
Sellers preventing a wild pitch with a nice stab there behind the plate. Drew Levy, left-handed swinging shortstop. Here it comes. Caught the corner. A ball and a strike. The sun is ducked behind the clouds here at Warren Field in Brookline. Still a nice day for baseball. Swing and a miss. High heat there from Hednick.
1-2.
Levy standing in. Here's the pitch from Hednick. Outside ball 2. American League with a real threat going on here in the second inning. 2 on and 1 man out in a 1-0 ball game. Here's the wind of the deal. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So
Two high strikes. Got him on a high pitch. That's a difficult pitch to hit in any league, but especially in this league.
So we have 2 outs, and it's going to take a base hit from Danny Jennis. Jennis, a right-handed swinger. Pitch is outside ball 1. He is a member of the Tigers in this league. I like the uniforms. They're pretty snappy.
Very representative, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. Here's the 1-0. Hit high in the air, shallow right field. Second baseman going out and making the play. Nice grab there by the second baseman, Segan, and that will retire the side for the American League in the second inning. No runs, no hits, and they left 2 men on base. And at the end of an inning and a half, it is the National League 1, the American League, no score.
Right now?
They had 2 hits apiece so far.
Tell me where they're going.
Tariq Lucas. There he is right there. He's our umpire. He is the brother of our third base camera person, Ronald Lucas. And small world. One umpire covering all the bases. It's not easy. Tariq is a former Oriole, and that was a way back. It's nice to give back. You do a little umpiring, you give back. Coming up for the National League, here in the bottom of the second, it'll be Woody Bryson, Andrew Colgan, and David Small. Here's the defensive group for the American League. Left field is Drew Levy. Center field, Sam McQuillan. Right field, Jacob Ebbs. Third base, Sean Domino. Shortstop, Michael Devlin. Second base, Barnabas Finch. First base, Jordan Dowling. The catcher is Thomas Cope. And the pitcher is Danny Jennis. So the National League getting on the board in the first inning, and it's a 1-0 ball game. John Leahy along with Bob Dowling. We are here at Warren Field in Brookline. Brookline Youth All-Star game. There's a nice shot of our fan base here at Warren Field in Brookline. Good day for a baseball game. When the sun goes in, it's a little chilly, but it's great to be here.
Ball's in, coming down!
Looking for the sun.
Okay, so Woody Bryson will be stepping in for the National League to get things started here in the bottom half of the second inning. Woody Bryson is a member of the Cardinals. He's a right-handed swinger.
Let's go, Danny!
And set to go here in the bottom of inning number 2. Danny Jennis on the mound for the AL. Off speed is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. There's your Fox box up above. Jennis misses high with the pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Huge gap there between first and second base. Second base was playing like on the bag almost.
And also out in right center, there's another huge gap. Pop, foul, right back to where we are. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I don't know if that's by design or they know something we don't know. It's like a shift almost.
I'm just glad there's a fence here, I'll tell you. Here's the 1-2, and it is in for called strike 3. That is the first strikeout for American League pitchers in this ball game. That'll bring Andrew Colgan to the plate. Andrew Colgan, a left-handed swinger from the Pirates. And here's the first pitch from Jennis. Line foul, left side out of play. A lot of great sponsors in this league too, Bob. There's a whole bunch of sponsors. Brookline Youth Baseball, a lot of fine organizations and businesses chipping in.
Absolutely. And I think that each team has got a different sponsor.
Andrew Colgan has the Kenzie Kids on the back of his jersey. Pitch is outside.
All right. Pirates are the team that won the
Jennings missed high and outside with that pitch.
Hello.
Here's the fastball, and it's in for a strike.
Regular season.
Yes.
Bring it right to my mitt, Danny. Let's go.
Here's the pitch from Jennings. Fastball missed outside.
Full count.
National League scored a run in the bottom of the first. They have a 1-0 lead here in the 5th annual All-Star game. Yep. That's a base on balls for Andrew Colgan. So 1 on, 1 out. And David Small is the batter. David Small, a right-handed swinger from the Cardinals. Swing and a miss late on the swing. Runner bluffs, not going anywhere. David Small is a member of the Cardinals. Fastball is popped high in the air. Third baseman coming in, and he will make the grab for the second out of the inning. That play was made by Sean Domino at third base. 2 men away. Sean Domino stole the show at the Home Run Derby with 3 home runs. Here's David Segan. Pitch is over but low. Ball 1. Yep, we'll try and get a home run total on the Derby a little bit later for you. 1 ball and no strikes. Here it comes. Over but low. 2-0. David Segan from the Dodgers. There you see his information. Dodgers are coached by Glenn Johnson. And Michael Struley, Matt McKenna, David Lipschutz are the coaches for that particular team. Runner at first with 2 out. Here it comes. Fouled straight back. James Poss is the on-deck hitter, his teammate with the Dodgers.
The Pirates. Okay. The Pirates are actually the champions during the regular season. Really good team.
In for strike 3. And
Nice pitch.
Yep, that will retire the side. In that inning, no runs, no hits, and 1 man left. And at the end of 2 innings here at the Brookline Youth All-Star Game, the National League has a 1-0 lead over the American League in this 5th annual Pops Showstack All-Star Game. We'll be back right after this on Comcast.
Okay, people, listen up. Our fugitive has been on the run for 90 minutes. Average foot speed over uneven terrain, barring any injuries, is 4 miles per hour. That's a 6-mile radius. I want checkpoints established at I-95, 495, and over at Route 66. What I need from each and every one of you is a full target search of every gas station, residence, warehouse, farmhouse, hen house, outhouse, and doghouse in that area. Your fugitive has just cashed in his 401k plan, and all he had to do was roll it over. Go get him!
Learn about rollovers and protecting your financial future, and choose to save.
You can't mess with a big dog.
All right, welcome back to Warren Field here in Brookline, everybody. We're going on to the top of the 3rd inning. The National League with a 1-0 lead over the American League in this 5th annual Pops Showstack All-Star Game. You don't think Pops is not happy to be here? He sure is.
Yeah, is Pop still out there coaching? I don't see him anywhere.
He was coaching first. Yeah, last inning.
First is blank. Hey, the kid last inning for the American League. Yeah. Hello?
Okay, so here we go on to the top half of the 3rd inning. And for the American League here in the 3rd inning, it'll be Sam McQuillan, Thomas Cope, and Jacob Ebbs. Pitching for the National League here in inning number 3 It is going to be, let's see, David Segan looks like he's out there. Yes, David Segan on the mound. We'll set the National League defense for you verbally. Woody Bryson is in left. And center field is Eric Pfeiffer. Right field is James Poss. Third base is Jack Drew. Shortstop Nick Doyle. Second base Andrew Colgan. First base David Pilgrim. And the catcher, we'll get that for you in a minute, that's still Sellers. Pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. Sam McQuillan is the batter, left-handed hitting third baseman, and he is a member of the Red Sox. Foul back to the screen. Sellers getting some action behind the plate there, third inning in a row. There he is. Here's the pitch from Segan, fouled straight back.
American League, let's hear some noise over there.
Yeah, I'm talking. Yeah, that's what I'm not saying anything.
Sam McQuillan standing in. Here's the pitch, and it is outside for a ball. David Segan pitching this inning for the National League. Pitch missed outside for a ball. Infield playing in. The third baseman is in on the grass almost.
The shortstop is really playing it tight.
Pitch missed outside. Segan gets the sign, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is strike three. McQuillan is down on strikes. That is the third strikeout for National League pitching today. Here's Thomas Cope. Thomas Cope from the Red Sox. Right-handed swinger up there against Segan. Off speed is popped high in the air, second base way, and the play is made. Play was made by Colgan at second base. 2 men out for the American League here in the third inning.
You're lucky to get this mic.
Bob, we're trying to fix your audio difficulties. We'll get to it. Here's Jacob Ebbs, the shortstop from the Tigers. Chops a foul behind the plate. 0-1. Jacob Ebbs wearing number 33, right-handed swinger. Barnabas Firth is the on-deck hitter for the American League. Pitch is popped high in the air over our heads.
Nice pitching, Dave.
Recapping the scoring, National League scored in the first inning. Connor Johnson drove in the only run with a single. And now we have still a 1-0 game in the top of the third. 2 men out. Jacob Ebbs is the batter. Here it comes. Popped high in the air. Home plate way, and they lost sight of it.
Foul ball. Nice try, Davey.
Both the pitcher and the catcher lost sight of it. And it was simply a foul ball, so Ebbs will come back and have a few licks. Segan looking for a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the third. Here it comes. Hit on the ground, and in right center field for a base hit. So a base hit for Jacob Ebbs. That is the first hit of the game for the American League. Ebbs punching it through the right-hand side. First hit. Here's Barnabas Firth, right-handed swinger from the Orioles. Fastball is fouled straight back. 0-1. No, Firth was first at bat of the ball game. He is the number 12 hitter in this ball game for the American League. Runner at first. Here's the delivery, and it is low and inside for a ball. Good stop by Sellers to prevent that runner from moving to second. Ebbs with a short lead. Here it comes. High pop fly. Shallow right. It's going to be caught by the second baseman. What a great diving play. Nice diving play by the second baseman, Colgan. And that will retire the side here in the third inning for the American League. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. And at the end of 2.5 innings, it is the National League 1 and the American League nothing. Let's set the defensive alignment verbally for you for the American League in the third inning. In left field, it'll be Michael Devlin. Center field will be Jordan Dowling. Right field, Sean Tamino. Third base, Alex Sabahar. The shortstop will be Jacob Ebbs. Second base will be Sam Fishman. And playing over at first base will be Will Reish. Thomas Cope will be behind the plate. And pitching for the American League in the third inning will be Barnabas Firth. National League with a first inning run, and that's all we've had in this ball game. Bob, how's your mic there? Are you on yet? Okay. All right. The National League will send up in the third inning. Bottom of the third, in the bottom of the third, James Poss, David Pilgrim, and then Billy Sellers. Each team has 1 hit. The National League's hit drove in a run. And we're just about set to go here in the third. Barnabas Firth from the Orioles.
It's on.
Bob, I think you're back on air with us.
Coming down!
Barnabas Firth, the closer on the Orioles, as Bob just mentioned. James Poss will lead off for the National League here in the bottom of the third inning. First at bat of the game for Poss. Poss is a member of the Dodgers. Swinging from the right side. Barnabas Firth into the windup. Here it comes. Right down Broadway for a strike.
Barnabas throws a lot of strikes.
The ball will be put in play here.
Here's the 0-1. Off speed, drilled high in the air to center field. Dowling going back, and it's over his head. Hits the fence. Running to second on the play is Poss. He's got himself a double. And he's going to bluff going to third. The ball didn't get far enough away from the catcher. Poss with a double to center field. And the National League with their third hit of the night.
That ball was almost out of here. That was.
Here's David Pilgrim from the Cardinals. David Pilgrim standing in from the right side. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Pilgrim is the number 12 hitter for the National League. Everybody bats in this ball game. Off speed, swing and a miss. Pilgrim tried to tomahawk that pitch.
The strike in there, the wind started blowing out on top of it. Did you notice?
Yeah. Fouled at the plate. Barnabas Firth, right-hander. Every team needs a good closer. Here's the pitch.
The same amount of pitching because it's only 1 inning.
Pitch fouled straight back. It's hard to teach kids to be patient at this age, Bob, but they're giving it their all. Strike 3 on Pilgrim. There's a borderline strike, but Pilgrim is out. And that's the first out of the inning. And that'll bring Billy Sellers to the plate. Sellers from the Pirates. Billy Sellers popped out to third base. He's 0 for 1. 0 for 1 on the night. Here's the pitch from Firth. Squared to bunt. Pitches a ball, 1-0. Yep, here's the pitch from Firth. Bunt. Firth off the mound. Here's the throw to first. And it's in time. The sacrifice goes from 1 to 3. And that's out number 2. But importantly, they get the runner over to third, Bob.
I think I was actually bunting for a hit there.
Yeah.
Sacrifice. So we'll take it either way, but he was actually trying to get a hit. What you think?
Barnabas Firth with good reflexes coming off that mound.
Excellent.
Here's Eric Pfeiffer, the batter. He has a double. He's 1 for 1.
Not doing anything.
Pitch missed inside. Ball 1. 1-0. Pfeiffer from the right side ripped a double down the left field line. Came around to score. He scored the only run of the ball game. Pitch missed outside. National League with a runner at third with 2 men out. Here's the pitch on the way. Up high. Bottom of the third. 1-0 National. Almost halfway through this one, Bob.
3-0.
Right down the middle, baby.
Here's the pitch on the way. Low, here comes the runner from third. It's going to be a close play at the plate, and he's in. The run comes home on a wild pitch. So a wild pitch, and the second run comes in. And it's now 2-0 for the National League. And that was ball 4 anyway on Pfeiffer. But on the wild pitch, the run comes in. Top box, 2-0 National League, as you can see, and Mark Hetnick is the batter. Hetnick is 0 for 1. He grounded the second in the first inning. Hetnick, a left-handed swinger. 2 walks given up now by American League pitchers here today. Here's the wind of the deal. Hetnick lines right field. That ball is going to be in for a base hit. Runner advances to second, and now he will move on to third on the bobble. And a base hit for Hetnick. So now the National League will have runners at the corners.
Am I live now? Okay.
And that will bring to the plate Jack Drew. Jack was hit by a pitch his first time up.
This is going to be a difficult out for Barnabas here.
Okay. High pop fly, right field, and it's going to be grabbed for the final out of the inning. Drew is out, and that will retire the side, but not before the National League comes up with a run. 1 run in the inning on 2 hits, and there were 2 men left. And at the end of 3 innings here at Warren Field in Brookline, it's the National League 2 and the American League nothing. We will return for inning number 4 in just a moment. You're watching the Brookline Youth All-Star Game from Brookline on Comcast. back, everybody. We move on to the top of the fourth inning. The National League with a 2-0 lead. The American League will send up the top of the order. It'll be Jordan Dowling, followed by Michael Devlin and Sean Domino. The Go ahead, Bob.
The speed on the bases, be selective, and let the power hitters come in behind them with men on base.
First pitch is outside. The National League has 2 runs on 4 hits. 2 runs on 4 hits. Pitch is outside and low. The American League, no runs on 1 hit to this point. Pitch is tipped foul at the plate. Defensively for the National League here in the 4th inning, it is going to be Pilgrim is playing right field. Small is playing center. Drew is in left field. Pitch is fouled off at the plate. The infield is Segan is at third. They have Johnson at short, Boss at second, Bryson at first, Hednick the catcher. And on the mound it is Andrew Colgan.
My life.
Swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch. And Jordan Dowling is down swinging to start the 4th inning. That will bring Michael Devlin to the plate. Devlin, a right-handed swinger. He's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time. Line to the left field for a base hit. Devlin, first pitch swinging, and he's got himself a base knock. That's the second hit for the American League today. Here's Sean Domino. Sean Domino is 0 for 1. He flied out to right. Line up the middle for a base hit. First pitch swinging, and the American League advancing runners. Oh, the rounded second almost got picked off, coming around the bag, but he is safe. And the American League now with some noise here in the 4th.
2 successive hits. Looking good.
And here is Alex Sabahar. Line right back to the mound. Nice stab by the pitcher. Throw to first, and the runner will advance to third.
Great reflexes by the pitcher there. Unbelievable.
Yeah, great play out there by the pitcher, Colgan. And on the play, the runner moves to third. Sabahar lined that ball right back into the glove. Here's Will Reish from the left side. Popped high in the air behind the plate. And it's a strike.
Bounced right at the catcher's feet.
American League doing a lot of first pitch swinging here, Bob.
Yeah, well, they're making good contact here. They seem to have this guy's number.
Runners at the corners. 2 very quick outs. Line left to the field.
Nice.
1 run is in. Running up to third is Sabahar, and it is a double for Will Reish.
That's 4 solid hits.
Yep. The American League is on the board. It's 2-1. They'll now have runners at the corners for Sam Fishman. Fishman pops the first pitch up. Colgan makes the grab, and a very quick top of the 4th inning. For the American League, 1 run on 3 hits, and they leave 2. And at the end of 3.5, it is the National League 2 and the American League 1. The American League now with a total of 4 hits, and the National League with 5.
The American League seemed like they were going to have a lot more production the way they were hitting the ball that inning than they did the previous innings, didn't they?
A lot of first pitch swinging in that last inning as well.
Yeah, a lot of contact, a lot of good hits.
A lot of hard contact, absolutely.
I mean, their 1 run looked a lot more productive than the other team's 2 runs so far.
Right.
The pitcher saved the day. That was a great play.
All right, let's set the batting order coming up for the National League. It's going to be Connor Johnson, Nick Doyle, and Woody Bryson here at the bottom of the 4th inning. Defensively for the American League here in the bottom of the 4th inning, it's going to be left fielder will be Will Reish. Center field will be Drew Levy. Right field is Alex Sabahar. And around the infield, Michael Devlin will play third. Sam McQuillan at short. Danny Jennis at second. Over at first base, it'll be Jordan Dowling. The catcher will be Sean Domino. And on the mound for the American League, Sam Fishman.
Drew Levy.
I beg your pardon. This is Drew Levy on the mound. Sam Fishman is the center fielder. We'll make the change here in our score sheet.
Yeah, Drew's been the second starter recently for the Orioles in the rotation, so.
Okay. And now, Drew Levy is not on the mound anymore. Who's this pitching now? For the Red Sox, that's going to be Sam McQuillan on the mound. So, a little defensive change.
That was a brief appearance.
Briefest appearance he'll ever have.
Keep his ERA down, though.
Yeah. Sam McQuillan goes to the mound, so where does Drew Levy go? Is he the shortstop now?
Yeah, he's back at shortstop.
Drew Levy goes back to shortstop.
Ready, Sam?
All right, so we move on to the bottom half of the fourth inning. And Connor Johnson will start things off for the National League in the fourth inning.
Okay, Sam, let's do this. Come on.
Is Drew Levy scheduled to pitch the next inning? Or was he
I
doing an
have
early
it at
warm-up?
shortstop next inning.
Next inning.
All right, here's the first pitch. Bunting right back to the mound. McQuillan has it, and he makes the play.
So maybe he was just out there loosening his arm up.
Yeah, yeah. Connor Johnson is thrown out for the first out. Here's Nick Doyle. Nick Doyle is 0 for 1. Grounded right back to the mound. Quick out. 2 putouts for the pitcher. So Doyle grounds out 1 to 3. 2 very quick outs, and here's Woody Bryson.
Make sure nobody touches.
Woody Bryson is 0 for 1. He struck out in the second inning. He was called out on strikes. Bryson swinging from the right side. Pitch missed outside and low, ball 1. 1-0. National League on top, 2-1. Here it comes. Over but low. 2-0. Sun is dipped behind the clouds here. Chilly wind blowing across the field. 3-0 the count. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Timeout call by Woody Bryson, who is a member of the Cardinals. Coaching at third is the Pirates head coach, Bob Golgan. Bob Golgan at third, and there he is right there. Here it comes. Low. Ball 4. Bryson has a walk. And coaching at first is Pops Shostak. Well, he was there, and he's... Okay, Dave Branda at first. Pop Shostak was there.
Right there. Thank you.
That'll bring Andrew Colgan to the plate. Colgan walked his first time up. Does not have an official at bat. Here it comes. Over but low. Ball 1.
Different fun now.
1 on, 2 out. We're at the bottom of the fourth. And the National League has a 2-1 lead. Swing and a miss.
Good. Go back in the batter fast. Whoever's got the batter, get the batter fast.
Bryson bluffed going to second base. Again. Hot smash off to the left. National League looking to get a little insurance on the scoreboard. Very perilous lead at 2-1.
Right to me.
Here it comes, outside for a ball. Let's see if Cole can pull one. Here it comes. Outside for a ball. Even the dogs are out today. Got a dog out in center field. Why not? Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Took a little bit off. And the strikeout ends the inning for the National League. No runs, no hits, one man left. And at the end of 4 here at the Brookline Youth All-Star Game, it is the National League 2 and the American League 1. We will return with inning number 5 in a moment right here on Concast.
They are the sons and daughters of America. They are the faces that meet the call of duty. They are a part of you and me. And every day, in every part of the world, they serve to keep a peace that others seek to destroy. They're our heroes, helping to preserve the freedoms we all hold dear. They are members of our United States Air Force. From the flight line to the front line, they keep our country strong and our future secure, so we can live as we wish. The United States Air Force. No one comes close.
Welcome back to Brookline, everybody. We move on to the top half of the 5th inning for the American League. Coming up in inning number 5, it's going to be Drew Levy, Danny Jennis, and Sam McQuillan. National League scoring a run in the 1st and then a run in the 3rd. American League getting on the scoreboard with a run in the 4th inning.
This will be their first look at a left-handed pitcher today, so maybe it'll change the...
Yeah, we'll set the defense for you right now for the National League. From left to right in the outfield, Colgan is in left, Doyle in center, Johnson in right. Jack Drew is playing 3rd. Shortstop is Eric Pfeiffer. Second base, Billy Sellers. First base, David Small. The catcher is Mark Hetnick. And Woody Bryson is on the mound. Southpaw delivers. Pitch is a ball, 1-0. Drew Levy leading off for the American League. Levy is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Woody Bryson into the windup. Pitch bounced in front of the plate. 1-1. Those left-handers can be deceiving, Bob.
He's got a very interesting windup and release. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
I was ready to swing in my mind 3 feet before, 3 minutes before the ball got there. Watch this.
Here it comes. High fly ball. Straight away center field. And that's the first out of the inning. Drew Levy flies out to center field to start off the top of the 5th inning. That'll bring Danny Jennis to the plate.
What is he doing there? Rolling his arm around as he goes into the windup?
It's like he's bending his hand while the ball is in the glove.
Yeah.
As a mode of deception, perhaps. Jennis is 0 for 1. He popped out to second his first time. Swing and a miss. Nothing in a
That's interesting.
Almost looks a little like Andy Pettit out there. 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. Line to the shortstop for out number 2. Nice play defensively there by Eric Pfeiffer. 2 men out for the American League in the 5th inning. And here's Sam McQuillan. McQuillan is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging. Here's the pitch from Bryson. Swing and a miss.
This Bryson is a very effective reliever because it would take somebody at least a couple of looks at him to get used to that motion that he's got going there.
Absolutely. Here's the deal. Hit on the ground. First base. And it's in a right field for a base hit. McQuillan rounding first. He'll hold there with a 2-out single. John Leahy with Bob Dowling here at Brookline, along with our outstanding crew here.
Was that a hit?
Yep. Frank Morello is a camera person at first. Ronald Lucas at third base. Shona Kier on graphics. Chris Murphy handling the audio and brakes in the truck. First pitch is very high. Frank Laszlo is our engineer in the truck. And Arnold Shostak, of course, is our producer and director. Here's Thomas Cope.
Championship coach.
He's 0 for 1, popped out to second. There's a ground ball off the end of the bat. Second base way. Here's the play, and he is out.
They got a left-handed second baseman now.
Just going to make that observation. You almost never see that. It's hard for a second baseman who's a lefty.
Was that the same kid that was catching before Sellers? Is that Billy Sellers playing second now?
The second baseman in that inning was Billy Sellers. Yeah, you're right. So in that inning, for the American League, no runs on 1 hit and 1 man left. And we played 4.5 innings, and the National League has a 2-1 lead.
Tight game here.
Yeah. Coming up for the National League in the 5th inning, it's going to be Small, Segan, and Poss, 2 up. Here's the defense for the American League in the 5th inning. It will be in left field, Thomas Cope. Danny Jennis will be the center fielder. Sam Fishman in right field. In the infield, you'll have Jacob Ebbs at third. Drew Levy at shortstop. Second baseman will be Sam McQuillan. Sean Domino is the first baseman. Catching will be Barnabas Firth. And on the mound, it'll be Michael Devlin.
I believe he's now playing first base.
Okay, is that what we had? Okay, we had him at shortstop, but he's over at first. Okay. Here in the 5th inning. And so who would our shortstop be? Is that Domino? I believe so. That is McQuillan.
I'm not quite sure if Drew Levy's supposed to be the first baseman or not.
Domino is your second baseman. And
coming down.
Levy is at first base. And let's see if we can get the shortstop while we have a minute. Dave Branda, the Cardinals head coach there.
Fishman's back at catching.
Okay. Okay, so the National League coming up here in the 5th inning. It's David Small leading off. There's a pop fouled off to the right. He is 0 for 1. He popped to third. His first time up. Small swinging from the right side. Small, a member of the Cardinals. Here's the pitch on the way. Line right center field. And it's going to be caught. Nice grab out there in right field for out number 1.
Barnabas doesn't make that play. It's over the fence.
Okay, so
had enough on it to get out of here.
The wind might have played a role in that long, deep fly. Here's David Segan. He's 0 for 1. He was called out on strikes. First time up. Pitch is in for a strike. This is David Segan at the plate. Here's the windup in the pitch. Bunt. Right back out in front of the mound. Should be an easy play, and it is. 1-3 on the putout. A lot of putouts by the pitchers today, Bob.
A lot of bunting. I was wondering why the third baseman was so far off the line. I guess they were playing him for the bunt at the last second.
Two men gone here in the 5th inning. Here's James Poss. Poss is 1 for 1. He drove in a run with a double.
I mean, take a look at how far the third baseman is playing off the bag there.
Right. There you see the defensive alignment there, way off the bag at third, as Bob just said. Here's the pitch on the way from Devlin, lined up the middle, 1 hop, nice play, but it's going to be a base hit. So Poss is 2 for 2 on the day, and the National League has a base runner. Here's David Pilgrim. He's 0 for 1. He was called out on strikes. Pilgrim hitting from the right side.
It's almost like they got a shift on the third baseman shortstop. I mean,
Pilgrim is 0 for 1. Called out on strikes back in the third inning. Swing and a miss. Pilgrim late on that swing. Runner bluffing going to second. Pitching is Michael Devlin, right-hander from the Tigers. Devlin into the wind. Here it comes. Low and away. Back to the backstop. And going to second on the play is James Poss.
a wild pitch. That was a tough play.
Yep. Now, when the ball gets behind the catcher, it depends on whose fault it is. It's how it's scored. If it's the pitcher's fault, it's a wild pitch. If it's the catcher's fault, it's a pass ball. Swing and a miss by Pilgrim, and that will retire the side.
Well, at this point, it didn't hurt him.
Right.
It was a tough play, no matter whose fault it was.
No runs, one hit, one man left at the end of 5 innings here in Brookline. The score, the National League 2 and the American League 1 will be back for the 6th and final inning right after this on Comcast. Brookline, everybody. We're moving on to the top of the 6th inning. National League on top 2-1. Here is the defensive alignment for the National League. Here in the 6th inning, they'll have Segan out in left field. The center fielder will be Pfeiffer, Sellers in right. They'll have Colgan at third, Drew at shortstop, Pilgrim at second, Poss at first. The catcher is Mark Hetnick, and on the mound it'll be Nick Doyle from the Pirates. Coming up for the American League in the top of the 6th inning, it'll be Jacob Ebbs leading off, followed by Barnabas Firth and then Jordan Dowling. Jacob Ebbs is 1 for 1 with a single to right field back in the 3rd inning.
They need to score a run here, otherwise the game is over, but also the Orioles' best pitcher doesn't get the pitch.
Right. So we're just about set to go.
I guess they're saving them for the next game.
Well, these players have done Pop Showstack proud out here today.
Hey, where's Pop anyway?
He's on the bench. Let's see if we can get a shot of Pop Showstack over there on the bench. There he is, right there.
Nick, batter up. Who's up?
Nate Pop Showstack threw out the first pitch today. Nice shot of Mr. Showstack. Here's Jacob Ebbs.
Come on, Jacob.
So the American League needs to score, or else this one's over. Here's the first pitch, low and away, ball 1. Nick Doyle on the mound for the National League.
Yeah.
Doyle into the wind-up. Here it comes. Inside. Barnabas Firth is on deck. Pitch on the way, low and away. American League needs some base runners, Bob.
They need some runs, and it's an interesting situation because the kid that's supposed to be pitching the next inning is actually the best pitcher maybe in the league.
Hope we get to see him. Pitches on the inside corner for a called strike.
Interesting coaching decisions.
Here's the wind of the deal. Hit on the ground at third base. And it's in the left field for a base hit. Bob, I'd have to score that an error.
I would think so.
Error on the third baseman, and the American League has the tying run on base. Here's Barnabas Firth. Firth is 0 for 1. Popped to second, bunted foul off third. Trying to sacrifice that runner up, Bob.
Yeah, well, let's see. It'll be interesting to see what he can do here. He could either tag one.
Firth is 0 for 1. He popped to second in the third inning. And Firth is talking to, looks like John Bucci down there at third base. Hope you've enjoyed this broadcast here on Comcast today. Go ahead, Bob.
This is key. Barnabas has got to get this guy either get over or get a hit himself.
Here it comes. Bunt, third base line. Could be a tough play. Throw to first. Out at first. Nice play there. Firth getting the runner over. Another put out for the pitching staffs here. 1 out, 1 on for Jordan Dowling.
Be interesting. He can help his own cause here. If he gets a hit, he can actually get the pitch.
He's 0 for 2, grounded to short and struck out. Pitch is in for a called strike, nothing in 1. Here's the pitch on the way, up high over his head. Bob, you must be proud watching this moment. Pop foul off to the right.
Yeah, Jordan's had a fabulous year. He's a great ball player. He's a better pitcher than he is a hitter, but he can hit.
30 strikeouts in 18 innings.
Yeah, a .5 ERA. He's a lights-out pitcher.
So he's the closer of the Orioles.
No, he's
1.7 strikeouts per inning.
Yeah, he's actually a starter.
Strike 3 call. So the American League is down to their last out. Here's Michael Devlin. He is 1 for 2, struck out at single. He is the last chance for the American League. Runner at second. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Nothing in 1. If Devlin can extend it, Sean Domino is on deck. Devlin, the winner of the home run derby. Here it comes. Popped in the infield, and it's caught by the shortstop. And that will do it. The American League in that top of the 6th inning. They reached on an error to start the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 man left. The final score here in Brookline at the Brookline Youth All-Star Game. The National League wins it by a score of 2-1. National League scored at the bottom of the 1st inning. Connor Johnson drove in a run with an RBI single. They added another run at the bottom of the 3rd when a run came in on a wild pitch. Poss led off with a double. He went to 3rd on a sacrifice, then came in on a wild pitch, and then the American League got on the scoreboard in the 4th inning. The inning started with a strikeout of Dowling. Devlin singled, Domino singled. After Sabahar lined out, Will Reese drove in a run with a double to make it 2-1. And that is how she ends here in Brookline here today. Great ball game to watch.
Tight game, good ball game. Interesting game.
Well, these kids have a lot to be proud of, and Pop Showstack saw every pitch.
Yep, he coached 2 innings.
Yeah. Okay, final score, National League 2, American League 1. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back with the trophy presentation in a moment. You're watching the Brookline Youth All-Star Game from Comcast.
Winston, just one more inning, Grandma.
Ever notice how many things today kids can do without actually moving? A whole lot of things their parents used to do the hard way. So many kids' activities today seem to leave out the activity part, which makes exercise even more important for children. In fact, new research tells us the best time to enhance bone development is during childhood and adolescence. And just getting children to walk an extra 35 minutes a day could spare them the pain of thinning bones later in life. Healthy bones come from healthy habits. Encourage your kids to get up, get out, and get moving.
Hello. Hey, Grandma, how about another grape soda?
For more advice on how kids can build strong bones, visit AAOS.org. A public service message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
Okay, welcome back. It's time for the trophy presentation. The National League wins it by a score of 2-1 here in the Nathan Pop Showstack All-Star Game, and we're going to have the trophy presentations right now, and a special moment here in Brookline.
Remember, you're on camera. Don't do anything stupid. Actually, no, do something stupid. It'll be funny. Yeah, 25,000 people are watching. Mess up. That's it. 25. Just kidding. Well, maybe. Next week they will. So do something stupid, like pick your nose or something. So I got lucky. Hey, that's all I want to be on.
Okay, well, here we have the beginning of the trophy presentation. The coaches are out on the field. And there you see the Pirate coach, Bob Golgan, out there. And now the players are beginning to circulate out onto the field. And even some fans are out on the field. And here we go. The presentation has started. Okay. And they're calling the players one by one to come out and get their trophies.
Are they all getting a separate trophy?
We have some parents out on the field as well. The American League is on the first base line. There we go. Here's a trophy presentation. Trophy presentation continuing. Jack Drew gets a trophy.
Billy Sellers.
Billy Sellers.
Andrew Colgan.
Andrew Golgan from the Pirates.
The Tigers, we have Jacob Ebbs.
Jacob Ebbs.
Danny Jennis.
Danny Jennis from the Tigers.
We have Will Reach.
Will Reach.
Michael Devlin.
Michael Devlin from the Tigers. Trophy presentation continuing. Mark Hetnick.
Woody Bryson.
Woody Bryson, left-hander.
David Pilgrim.
David Pilgrim. You're watching the trophy presentation for the Brookline Youth All-Star Game. Sam Fishman, number 9 for the Orioles. Number 23, Drew Levy. Barnabas Firth. Players being introduced individually. Jordan Dowling.
For the Dodgers, we have Connor Johnson.
Here comes the Dodger representatives.
David Segan.
David Segan, now Connor Johnson. All right, that was David Segan just coming out.
Eric Pfeiffer.
Connor Johnson. We're trying to get the numbers for you as we go. 21, Eric Pfeiffer. And James Poss.
All right, for the American League Red Sox. Sam McQuillan.
From the Red Sox, Sam McQuillan.
Sean Domino.
Sean Domino.
A home run derby champion,
Alex Sebahar. Alex Sebahar, the winner of the home run derby.
And Thomas Cope.
And Tom Cope.
Guys, why don't we get a...
Okay, so we're going to take a timeout. Final score again, 2-1 for the National League. We will come back and say goodbye in just a moment. You're watching coverage of the Nate Pop Showstack Major A All-Star Game from Brookline, and we'll be back to wrap it up in just a moment, right here on Comcast.
More than 140,000 Americans have joined Peace Corps. Returning home, their experiences last a lifetime. Meet Sandra Hood, a substance abuse counselor, and Jean Lee, a community services director.
My Peace Corps experience has been invaluable because part of it is about just getting in there and doing it.
I had my college education, my volunteer experience, and then Peace Corps was just another added star.
Overall, my Peace Corps experience has enriched my life in ways that are very hard to define.
Peace Corps service prepares me for what I'm doing now because it taught me how to think quickly on my feet.
It's pretty much what you make of it. There are many, many opportunities in the Peace Corps.
I strongly encourage everyone to join the Peace Corps.
Peace Corps volunteers, changing America and changing the world. See how you can make a difference. Peace Corps, the toughest job you'll ever love.
Welcome back to Brookline, everybody. John Leahy, along with Bob Dowling. There's your final score from today's All-Star Game. The National League wins it by a score of 2-1. And Bob, that was an incredible baseball game. These kids really gave it all they had, and it was really fun to watch. All right, yeah, it was a great game. We had a little bit of everything in this ball game, and the National League scoring in the first and third innings, and they had to hang on for dear life. The American League scored their run at the top of the fourth inning. They had their chances getting the tying run on in the top of the sixth, but they were unable to get the tying run home. So the National League takes it by a score of 2-1, and I certainly hope we do get invited back to do this again. It was just a fun experience. Yeah, I think so. All the kids do, and the fans have begun to circulate out onto the field. The kids will get an opportunity to socialize with each other, and they'll have these trophies for years to come, and for the rest of their lives as a reminder of this great youth All-Star game. And Pop Showstack was here. He was an integral part of the whole experience. He threw out the first pitch. And so the National League comes up with the big 2-1 win. So we want to thank you for tuning in and helping us enjoy this All-Star game. We had a good crowd on hand. The weather was beautiful. We were worried about a little rain earlier in the day, but the weather hung out, and it was a beautiful day for baseball. We thank you for joining us. So the final score for the final time, the National League wins it 2-1. You have been watching coverage of the Brookline Youth All-Star Game. Here are our crew: Arnold Shostak, producer director, Bob Dowling, John Leahy on the announcing, Frank Morello and Ronald Lucas the cameras, Alan Siegel took care of the graphics, Shona Kair the graphics, Chris Murphy on audio and tape, Craig Laszlo the engineer, and that's the story from Brookline. This is John Leahy saying so long. 2-1 the final.